Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is they both have 8 to 7, 80 something dollars. The scripture comes from the Testament of Job. Six and 10. Who would then be a stunt be not who would then not be astonished, saying, Is this Sidis, the wife of Job, who had 14 curtains to cover her inner sitting room, and doors within doors, so that he was greatly honored, who would be brought near her? And now behold, she batters off her hair for bread. Who had camels laden with goods, and they were brought into remote lands to the poor, and now she sells her hair for bread. Behold her, who had 7 tables, immovably set in her house, at which each poor man and each stranger ate, and now she sells her hair for bread. So here's the message. Somebody is taking out the time, the effort, and the energy to gloat in your downfall. For whoever it is, this is for somebody. There is someone that is taking out the time, the effort, and the energy to gloat in your downfall. Like, this is somebody that they feel like it makes them happy to see someone else doing bad. And it might even not even be just somebody else, but you specifically. And I understand, because I've seen people like this when like that, you know what I'm saying, that they will be happy for certain people that are doing well, or they will feel like those people deserve to do well, and then they specifically want, like, one person, they just hate that person to such an extent that they love to see bad things happen to them. And it could even be somebody that, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't even expect to have thoughts like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, a family member, like a parent or a sibling or a cousin, or it could be even, you know what I'm saying, your own spouse, or, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Like, that would literally, they watch you and they see you doing good, and they are mad, they are loathing, they actually feel like they are in mourning to see something good happen for you. But when you are not doing so well, they are filled with joy, they are filled with glee. And even how they kept saying here, behold, look at her. You know what I'm saying? They saying, look, 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 come and see. Come and see. Come and see. Come and see. Remember she had this, and you remember she had all this stuff, all these things. Now she got to sell her hair. You know what I'm saying? Baby, 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 baby. God said this is somebody. That's what somebody is saying. Now I'm fast forwarding to 8 and 10. We still in the Testament of Job. Then Bildad rejoiced and said, We know that the earth is unstable, for it changes according to season. At times it is in a state of peace, and at times it is in a state of war. But of heaven we hear that it is perfectly steady. So here's the message. God said it's not going to be that way forever. Like, for whoever this is for, understand it's not gonna be that way forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I'm saying? In reality, I like when people are like this, you know what I'm saying, towards me personally, I truly wholeheartedly ignore them. I don't care what they think. I don't care how they feel. I'm not worried about, you know what I'm saying? Because in reality, like, there's nothing new under the sun. You're not the first person to whatever it is, regardless if you lost a job, regardless if you may have had to have problems with your kids. Maybe you lost your kids. Maybe you ended up on welfare. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, you lost the house. Maybe you lost the car. Maybe, like, whatever it is, lost a relationship, had to go through a divorce. You are not the only person to have to go through these things. And what's really sad, half the time, the same people fixing their mouth to talk about what you're going through, they went through it too. They went through it. And now they are gloating over the fact that they're hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. But God said, you know what I'm saying? We got to be careful of how we treat people when they're going through stuff. We got to be careful about what we say about other people. We got to be careful about what we think about other people. And I just feel like when it come down to it, ain't no need. And you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that likes to sit around and talk down about somebody else's hardships and their troubles and what they going through, that, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that really reflects on that person. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like for whoever this is for, God said, don't allow whoever this person is to make you feel any kind of way. Because, like, there's nothing new under the sun. And like he said here, the earth is unstable. It changes according to season. Some people be in a season of winning, and some people will be in a season of mourning. And then, so, you know what I'm saying? Some people, they be in a season of mourning for a long time. But when you in a season of mourning for a long time, be prepared to be in a season of winning for a long time. When you in a season, like, even, like, you know, even some people, they don't even, you know what I'm saying, when they experience mourning, it's so quick and it's so short that before anybody have the opportunity to even rejoice about them in mourning, they celebrating. They having a good time. You know what I'm saying? They partying, they rejoicing, they're glorifying God, they praising God, they jigging all over the floor. Whatever, you know, whatever way they get down to celebrate and glorify God for them coming up out of that season. And it is what it is. And there will be some people that will be highly upset, agitated, angry, and furious because how dare you come up out of that season? They wanted to see you in that season forever. It's not going to happen. Especially if you are not, you know what I'm saying? See, it's a difference between somebody that are living their life wickedly and they doing everything in their power to do against what God told them to do. But when somebody is following the commands of God, they not finna be in a season of mourning forever. Everybody have problems. And you know what I'm saying? The only thing about it is when you have somebody that has hatred in their heart towards you, in reality, that is a them problem. Even if you don't like somebody, to dislike them to such an extent that you hate them, that's a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always say that jealousy is one of the most dangerous sins, and not even sins, but dangerous emotions, because jealousy will lead somebody to a hatred that is like not even, you know what I'm saying? It's not God-like. It's not Christ-like. It's nothing heavenly about it. That you would literally want to take somebody up out of here because you are angry about stuff that they have going on that don't have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? It will cause people to stalk and harass people. It will cause people to, you know what I'm saying? They got to find out what they doing and where they going and why they doing this and why they doing that and where's this and where's that. It's crazy. Like, these people, like, they cuckoo for cocoa, but they will really drive themselves mad with envy over what they perceive somebody else's life is like, what they perceive somebody else's opportunities are, what they perceive somebody else has going on. But God said that's not for you to worry about. You know what I'm saying? For whoever this is for, this person, they count your money. They trying to see how much you got. They trying to see what you're doing next. They trying to see this. They trying to see that. Sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? For some of you, they trying to compare what you have now to what you used to have. You know what I'm saying? In reality, I know me personally, I'm not the kind of person where I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, telling exact numbers. And I'm not the kind of person where I just, you know what I'm saying, get into that. Because some people, you know what I'm saying, they act like they want to know or they need to know for this reason and that reason. And you know, it's just so scandalous. I don't have time for that. You know, I don't have time for the drama. And I just feel like for whoever this is for, God said you don't stress yourself and worry yourself about what people is talking about what people is doing, how people is feeling. And I like, you know what I'm saying? Let them, they gonna do what they gonna do. It's nothing you can do about it. Like, it is nothing that you can do to change what somebody else is gonna do and how they gonna do it and why they gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go ahead and do what they want to do regardless. But God said what he wants you to do is what he asked you to, what he commanded you to. Just keep going. Keep pushing. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like what a lot of people don't realize, I wasn't even trying to say it, but yes, humbling. When you go through a period of, downfall, when you go through a period of mourning, when you go through a period, that is where you build your wisdom. That is where you build your strength. That is where you build your humbleness, your meekness. That is where you build your perseverance. That is where you build your character. So that when you get to that point where you winning, when you get to that winning season, you not going to act, you know what I'm saying, like this person that's looking at you this way. It's not going to be a situation where you going to look down on people that's not doing good like you. It's not going to be a situation where you always got to brag and you always got to show off and you got to show somebody this, you got to show, like, nah. It's going to be a situation where you going to be like, you know what it feel like to be that other person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just feel like you're going to be humble. Some people, they love bragging about everything that they got, and they love talk, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't do that. And I don't do that because I don't want nobody knowing everything I got going on. I don't want nobody to know all the, like, you know what I'm saying? Little bitty details, like, That's how you make yourself a target, to be real. And I've learned that. And I'm not trying to make myself a target. I'm not trying to make myself, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody to feel no kind of way, no way. It doesn't interest me to make someone else envious or jealous of me. It does not interest me to make somebody else feel bad about what they got going on. It is not like, this does not bring me joy. It doesn't bring me peace. It doesn't bring me happiness to make somebody else feel bad because, you know what I'm saying, I got whatever I got and they got whatever they got. Because guess what? We already know at any given point, just like the scriptures say, the earth is unstable. It go like, you know what I'm saying? So just, you know what I'm saying? Just do you. Just like, Job himself. Job was a very humble man. He wasn't the kind of man where he was trying to go out and brag and boast. And you know what I'm saying? There are some people, like in this first scripture where they talking about the wife, where they will sit around and watch you while you doing well, and they will be angry, and you ain't even got to brag. It don't have to be a situation where you bragging to them and you boasting to them. You trying to, you know what I'm saying, shout from the rooftops what you doing, and you trying to scream it and tell people, yeah, I got this, I got that, I got all these things, and I do this is what I do, and I like, nah, you know what I'm saying? You could literally be a very humble person. You don't tell nobody nothing. You stay to yourself. You mind your business. You know what I'm saying? And somebody will just peep what you got going on and get upset, regardless as to why. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they have different reasons as to why they will feel some kind of way because of what you got going on. And you don't have to, it does not have to be unprovoked. Seriously, it can be unprovoked, and they will be angry with you. They will have hate in their heart for you because of what you have going on. And as soon as something bad happens in your life, it don't even have to be as far down as what she was going through. But as soon as something bad happens to you, they will rejoice. Because they felt like you shouldn't have the things that you had. And you shouldn't have been living as good as you were. And it was unfair. So they will be happy to see that finally you are not doing well anymore. You know what I'm saying? And regardless if this person, they looking at you and they feel like, man, they think they better than me. Man, they think this, like, you don't have to, just because you have certain things does not mean you think that you better than somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you feel like, just because you have certain things, it don't mean you better than somebody. It don't mean that you feel and you think that way. But there are some people that think like that. They really think just because somebody have, certain things that they mind is just, and I understand because I've dealt with this for so long. You know what I'm saying? I've always had to deal with people just assuming because of how I look, that I am arrogant and I am cocky and I think I'm better than everybody. And then, on top of all that, I'm shy too. Even though I speak, I try to say hi. But at the same time, I've dealt with people, always assuming the worst about me that I don't have time for it. It is very frustrating to deal with people that always assume that you are arrogant. And then, you know what I'm saying? They look at you and they feel like, man, I bet she thinks she arrogant. I bet she thinks she arrogant. Let me do something mean to her. And then they want to do something mean to, mess me over, make me feel some kind of way. I defend myself. And now all of a sudden, I'm the big bad wolf because how dare I look. I told you. She thinks she all that. She thinks she, no, I think you don't need to be disrespecting me. I think I deserve respect. I deserve respect. Just because I look the way I do does not mean that you have the right to be mean to me. Just because I am soft-spoken at times, just because I don't really talk to nobody and I stay to myself, don't mean that you have the right to disrespect me, be nasty to me, and to be rude to me. I don't deserve that. And I am going to speak up for myself. I don't care who you are. And that's just real. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. But I'm being real. I just feel like I've learned over the years that just allowing people to disrespect me, it don't work. Because I don't like how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I've learned, I don't like how I really pay attention to how people make me feel. I don't care about what you got on. I don't care about how much money you got. I don't care what kind of job you got. I don't care how you live your life. I'm not concerned with that. But how you make me feel, that's what I'm concerned with. And if you making me feel some kind of way, that means I don't need to be around you. And that's real. You know what I'm saying? If you are being very disrespectful and very nasty, you know what I'm saying? Even as me being a very shy person, it ain't hard to say hi to somebody. You know what I'm saying? To wave and say hello. You ain't got to be best friends. But you know what I'm saying? That's a common courtesy. And a lot of people in today's time, they act like they just slow. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I noticed is it more so be people that, you know what I'm saying, they feel like they made it in life. They feel like they don't need to say hi to nobody. That is just so rude. And I don't know if it's just because I'm a southern country girl, but I'm just being real. I've noticed that, you know what I'm saying, the hood people will say hi all day long. But people that, you know what I'm saying, they think that, baby, I don't have time. And I'm just saying this to say, for whoever this is for, just because whatever this person feels towards you, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it really don't take much for somebody to feel some kind of way. And sometimes it don't always be who you would think it would be. I've seen so many stories of a jealous friend jumping on, taking out, or setting up another friend. And then when you look at her, it be the pretty one. She's pretty. Just as pretty as the other girl. You know what I'm saying? An it girl, just like the other girl. Got, you know what I'm saying? Same kind of clothes and all that. But she, you know what I'm saying? She decided that she was going to take out her friend because she felt like she should be the only one that's getting attention. She got to be the only one that men are noticing. And she got to be the only one that people are complimenting. And baby, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like sometimes people, they will get upset and angry with you. And you know what I'm saying? Over nothing. And because they feel that way, anything bad that happened to you, they feel like you deserve it because they don't like you. And then when they realize that God is going to bless you again, or God has blessed you again, they get mad. Like something personally has happened to them. It don't have nothing to do with them. Like God is not going to withhold blessings from somebody just because somebody else don't like them. I don't know what's wrong with people. They act like they crazy. I'm just being real. And I don't know who this is for. But God is saying, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody that is in celebrate. They're celebrating. They are happy because they are able to mock you. They feel as though they are able to talk about you. They feel as though they are able to gloat over whatever hardship you got going on. God said when he bless you, watch out, they're going to be mad. They are going to be angry. angry, 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 angry. This is the kind of person that'll get mad about you having a car and come through and try to kill you. This is the type of person that will get mad about you having a house and try to send people to drive by and mess up your house and mess up your property. This is the type of person that'll get mad about you having an apartment and send people to come and try to kick you off. This is somebody that you gotta watch out. This person is going to be angry when God bless you because they have spent a lot of time, effort, and energy trying to gloat over the fact that you were going through what you were going through. God said he put you through it for a reason because you're going to have to be humble with this next thing. Whatever this blessing is, you're going to have to be humble with this. Because sometimes when people do stuff like this, it's two ways you could go. You could go one way and you could, you know what I'm saying, brag about it and be like, ha, all that you was talking, all that you said I would never this, and you said I would never that, and you told me this wouldn't happen, and you said that wouldn't happen, and now look, that's going to cause problems. I'm telling you right now, you know, they already going to be feeling some kind of way. Like whoever this is for, you are not, it's not a situation where you are going to have to tell this person anything. You are not going to have to brag. You are not going to have to call them up. It's not a situation where you're going to have to text them or nothing. Like you don't have to do nothing. They are going to know and they are going to be mad. Or you could go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Gracefully. Do whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? You got whatever it is, you happy about it, you not bragging, you not boasting, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like if you show it to them or you tell them in a very kind-hearted and sweet manner. You're not bragging, you're basically just saying, look what God did, and that's that. For some of you, it may be a situation where you don't even need to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I'm being real. I'm thinking about this. I was watching a video and someone commented talking about what their mom did while she was dealing with their father being abusive. And this woman, this strong woman, carried on for a good minute, going to work every day as she always did. One day, she went to her kids' school, picked them up, and they never returned back to that house. And she took them to a house that she had bought. She had a car. She had full furnishings, clothes, everything. God says sometimes it's not a situation. Sometimes you don't need to just, you know what I'm saying? You got to be quiet, especially if you're in a situation like that, because you know what I'm saying? Some of these men don't have no screws. Just being real, some of these men don't have no screws. And it's some women that don't have no screws. And I don't have time for neither one. I can't stunt. I don't have time for eating. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Some people cannot take rejection well. Some people, you know what I'm saying? If it don't work out, it don't work out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know me personally, I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? I understand logically. It would be impossible that everybody that I am attracted to would be attracted to me. And that's just being real. And I accept that. You know what I'm saying? I accept that. I accept that to such an extent. I even accept the fact that, you know what I'm saying? Even if, I just got to be by myself for a very long period of time, I can accept that. That's fine. I don't mind. I'm being real. Well, is it something that I will jump for joy about? Not exactly, but at the same time, I'm not tripping. I would prefer to be by myself than to deal with somebody that's treating me wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's mistreating me, or you know what I'm saying, being abusive, or you know what I'm saying, they act like they can't stop cheating. They act bad. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? You can do bad by yourself. You can do bad by yourself. I'm even being reminded of, sometimes would it be better to be with somebody if you got a good partner? They loyal, they faithful, they, you know what I'm saying? They do what they supposed to do. As a woman, provider, protector, as a man, somebody that take care of homes, that take care of you, that loves you, got your back. You at the top tier. That's top tier. Yeah, you should be with them then. But if you got to deal with somebody that they cheating on you, they might bring you something back that you can't get back. They cheating on you. They making kids with everybody. And you know what I'm saying? You getting Taps at the door. But somebody talk about, you know what I'm saying, coming to you as a woman with a baby in their hand. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. And you know what I'm saying? They put knots upside your head. They want to fight you every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? You better off by yourself. Period. You better off by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got to change your own tire. I learned how to change my own tire when I was 19 years old. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. That part. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, even if you got to do it, even if you got to get out there and mow your own grass, it is what it is. Save up. Buy the one that you can sit on and dry that thing around real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I just feel like even if even if you gotta go ahead and come off that money to pay a plumber, you gotta come off the money to pay electricity, you gotta come off the money to do this, that, and the third. You gotta build up all your little stuff. I know how to build. Even when I was in a relationship, was still building up all my stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Why? What is the point of the headache? I think some men don't even think about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? What is my incentive with putting up with your nonsense? Okay? What are you? They always screaming, what are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the table? Why? What are you doing that is so wonderful, that is worthy of me ignoring the fact that you're cheating? What are you doing that is so wonderful, that is worthy of me ignoring the fact that you gave me a bruise yesterday? What are you doing that is so wonderful, that is worthy of me ignoring the fact that you act like, you know what I'm saying, you hate me? Ain't nobody got time for that. And it's better to be by yourself if you have to deal with stuff like that. But if you got somebody that is loving, that is kind, they are loyal, you know what I'm saying, they are faithful, you are very fortunate. And yes, you would be much better off being with your person. That's the message. I don't know why that's so hard for people to understand, but you know what I'm saying? I just feel like we live in a world today where everybody is just blaming somebody else instead of just owning up to their own BS. That's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.